Yesterday's comment from the Prime Minister accusing Angus Taylor of, mate, do you have Tourette's? Here it is, if you've forgotten.
This nonsense that they carry on with, the idea that we're... Have you got Tourette's or something? You just sit there, babble.
Order.
I withdraw, Mr. Speaker. I withdraw.
Yeah.
I withdraw and apologise.
He'd already withdrawn it and apologised, and let's all note there was a lot more laughter than there was people realising maybe he shouldn't have said that. Who was offended by it? Who on earth was offended by it? Well, someone must have said, Mr. Prime Minister, you better make this right, because even though he'd already moved on, he'd already done a quick apology, he then took to the floor yesterday to issue this apology.
Made comments that were unkind and hurtful. I knew it was wrong as soon as I made the comment. I apologised and I withdrew as soon as I said it. But it shouldn't have happened. And I also want to apologise to all Australians who suffer from this disability.
Or how about stop choosing to be offended adults? He clearly meant nothing untoward by it. The more we play along with this, the more prevalent it becomes in every workplace, in every media organisation, and everyone looks on and goes, quick, better copy that, and starts apologising for every single little thing that any Karen out there could find offensive. Because, you know, in today's society, people can find anything offensive, and it's so subjective. It's according to your upbringing, your religious beliefs, your cultural background. What I find offensive, you may not, and vice versa. But the difference between you and me is I just laugh. I don't find it offensive. I'm actually incredibly hard to offend, and I encourage everyone to do the same.
Well, I mean, the ABC apology from Patricia Cavallis explains why the ratings are falling so sharply. They've dropped 10.5% in the ratings in the past 12 months, and she's actually being moved on from Radio National. Who would want to tune into a radio program where a perfectly innocent interview with a guest from overseas...
Yeah, English clearly wasn't even his first language.
And everyone knew he meant confusion, not a group of mentally ill people, elicits an apology of such earnestness. As for Anthony Albanese, though, and I agree with you, I personally thought, I knew what he meant. It was a joke, move on. But you criticised him for coming back and making the earnest apology.
Yeah.
But if he's going to apologise, the first one did not count, because politicians do this, Caleb, don't they? They go smash and then they say, I withdraw, I apologise.
Well, it's the greatest trick in the book.
No, but that's
because
what
they
I'm
got
saying.
the insult in, right?
That's
And
what I'm
then they
saying. He
apologise.
shouldn't have apologised at all. And if anyone wanted to take offence to the fact that he hadn't apologised, he did in the first instance, making a song and dance about it, making it like this, you know, ceremony of self-flagellance, like, I'm so sorry. Heck, if I was Angus Taylor, I would have just shot back mighty tough words coming from a PM with a speech impediment. Just a statement of fact. But hey, play them at their own game instead of people then coming out being like, this was so hurtful.
It's a tick boxing. There you go. You can make fun of me now for having a speech. It's a tick boxing. What? Still can't say it.
Tick boxing exercise.
Albanese is from
box ticking. Tick boxing.
Let me help you. Albanese is from the left, right? So they've made a rod for their own back, because everyone knows the lefties are all over this. So when a left-leaning politician
that's part of what
says something, they've got to apologise to their own base.
That's part of what annoyed me about the reaction to Albo yesterday as well, was that there was a lot of criticism from the right for him saying...
Yes, the right should have said, move on, it's not a problem.
We all say
exactly.
things that come out and we go, OK, probably shouldn't have said it. We're all human, for heaven's sake. Can we just move on and not tie ourselves up in knots about this stuff?